So what inspired you to partner with Picme to launch this new toy?
Well, I was really excited to partner with them because my daughter is such a big fan of them. She loves any little toy that has surprises in it or little tiny things. So when we discovered these, this was like an instant hit in our house.
How many of them does she have?
I'm like ashamed to say. I feel like we definitely have a dozen donuts floating around our house. Maybe more.
Maybe a baker's dozen by now?
Like we definitely got a dozen donuts in our house.
So you're the founder of Real Girls Kitchen. What are some of the recipes you're loving right now?
You know what, I tend to love like really light summery things as it starts to get hot in LA. Like I always love like fresh salads, and I feel like as summer approaches I end up going into like salads with fruit in them, like watermelon feta salads and arugula salads and things like that. But I also don't get to cook that much for myself anymore. I'm cooking for like toddlers, so I'm making a lot of like chicken nuggets and quesadillas because that's what little kids like to eat. So I make a lot of that around my house.
Are they picky?
You know what, my daughter used to eat everything and now she eats nothing. I really tried so hard to introduce her to every kind of food when she was little, and I really was like, oh, this will not happen to me, this like 3-4-year-old curse where everyone says they stop eating anything but like junk food or, you know, chicken nuggets. And I'm knee deep in it. That is exactly what has happened to me. I am no different than anyone else. That's exactly what she eats. But Lulu has just started, my little one has just started really getting into purees and eating solids and stuff like that. And she will eat anything. So I still get to like make adventurous stuff for her. Yeah.
What would you say are the advantages and disadvantages of raising kids in the social media age?
I mean, this is such a lengthy topic. You know, there's a lot of advantages and disadvantages, I think, to social media. You know, safety, I think, would be like the first disadvantage that comes to mind. But then the advantage is that parenting with the internet, first of all, and social media, you have, you can cast such a wide net for support, for answering questions, for you know, not feeling like lonely or alone once you have your kids. Like I feel like all these things sort of have plagued mothers in particular as they become parents.
Like mom shaming is a big thing.
And well, that is obviously a disadvantage, but you know, there can be some really positive things to having a community like this and being able to reach other people. You know, my mom says to me all the time, she's like, Haylie, we didn't have a way to get advice like this, and we had to call up one of our friends and hope they had the right answer, where you guys have such access to information now. So, you know, I think that's an advantage if it's used in a kind way.
Because sadly there are ways that it can be bad, which is awful.
And that's, you know, there's going to be upsides and downsides to everything, I think, but you know, I think the comparison of each other's lives is probably the hardest part of social media. I think that's just very unnatural and certainly is not realistic for everybody, you know. Not everybody has the life that they portray, and I think that makes it hard for some people, especially as you become a mother. You're like, wow, this one really looks like she's got it all together, and you're like, why do I have barf and milk on my t-shirt? You know, but I think there's ups and downs, for pluses and minuses for it all.
I've seen a lot of pictures of Lulu and Banks. They look a lot alike. Do people ever think they're twins?
Yeah, they kind of do look a lot alike. Lulu's got a couple extra pounds on Banks, but she's a few months older than her too. They do kind of look alike, yeah, but you know, I think it's because we like to dress them up the same too. We're like, can we make a match today? Like, you know, I think that's Hillary and I's dream, was to always raise our kids together and have them be the same age. And the fact that we got 2 girls so close in age, like we feel really lucky about that. And so, you know, we're geeking out a little bit with the matching outfits. But
they're gonna be best friends.
No shame in the game.
They're gonna be best friends. So.
Yeah, that's what we hope for. That's what you hope for.
And last question. What new projects coming up, or anything you'd like to tease for us or talk about?
You know, my focus right now really has been on building my Little Moon Society brand. We just opened our first store in Studio City, and it's been an incredible experience and so awesome. And the community's really like welcomed us with open arms. So, you know, that takes up a lot of my focus and time, and then my kids, and you know,
being life in general. Full-time job.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you so much for talking with me, Haylie.
Yeah, thank you. It was nice to chat with you.
Thank you.